must be giant. We got him. We got him.
Nonstop hunting, baby. You know what time it is.
You know, you don't hear a lot about Missouri, but when you got Kansas to the west, Iowa to the north, Illinois to the east, it's gotta have big bucks.
First evening in Missouri, September 27th. It's about 5:30. Came in here today, hung these old man tree stands. We got acorns, soybean patch. So food source, definitely a place to hunt in September. So maybe someone will come in before dark. My heart was beating now. It's a spike, but nothing like that first encounter on a new place. I met up with John Roe a couple of years ago, and he invited me to come up and hunt on his farm. Now, John farms and ranches for a living, and when you combine corn, soybeans, a creek bottom, and hardwood timber, you create perfect deer habitat. My main purpose of being up there in September was to get some old man tree stands hung and get some trail cameras out. I wanted to get a better idea of where I need to be concentrating on when I come back later in the fall. Behind us and spotted one up here, also a cow. Went 15 yards and I just whistled, squeaked just a little bit to try to get him to stop. And he pulled. Dadgummit, I should have just shot. That's exciting. I feel like my time up there in September was well worth it, and I was hoping my preparation would have me better prepared when I come back about a month later. Later than we were last time. I think it's the 27th of October. Just got these stands on. Slipped in here. Been here about 2 minutes. Already got 8 to 10 deer coming out in this cut cornfield. The combine's over there cutting this corn right now, but he's through this side of the fields. Staying in corn can be a problem for a deer hunter. These deer can actually live out in this corn. But when I was up there, the combines were running hot and heavy, which ensured me my deer sightings were going to triple. This buck was definitely a shooter, and it took him forever to work towards me. But just before he got in my effective bow range, he walked into the timber.
Man, that was a nice buck. It took him forever. He got me so worked up coming in. Workers graves making a rub.
After a couple days of hunting, I was glad to get back to camp one morning and find out that my friend Colter Gerald that I brought on this hunt had tagged out on his biggest buck to date.
That's a good one. Yeah, let's get some really good eye guards.
It gets a little bigger every time you look at him.
What's that?
Oh man.
Oh, it's 24.
Yeah, a good deer.
Nonstop Hunting is brought to you by Scent Blocker, close enough to kill. Mossy Oak, it's not a passion, it's an obsession. Old Man Outdoors, experience superior huntability. Limb Saver, products that work. Muzzy, bad to the bone. Fatal Attraction, real grain, real results. And CampbellCameras.com. This segment of Nonstop Hunting is brought to you by Scent Blocker, close enough to kill.
Last evening, right now, with 2 hours left before dark. Gotta make it work. This wind has picked up about 40, 50 miles an hour, it feels like. I wouldn't be able to hit anything in this wind. I give up. Maybe next year Missouri will work.
Jeff had some real close encounters last season, but the following year, when I found out he couldn't go back, I was glad to take his place. We're fixing to get our block target, walk out here, just shoot a couple of shots, make sure everything's good to go. Let's get this done, go get in the stand, see what happens. That wind is howling, but they're right in there. We're good to go. We're gonna pull those arrows, go hop up in the stand. Hopefully we'll see a big northern Missouri buck.
Well, now Daryl has let the cat out of the bag. You know why I couldn't make that trip. I became a proud father of my second daughter.
You know, Jeff, I can't help the planning of this second daughter, but it only takes me one sit to figure out how good a hunt this is gonna be. Rain's gone, the stars are out, ought to be a good day. Let's go.
This segment of Nonstop Hunting is brought to you by Mossy Oak. It's not a passion, it's an obsession. This segment of Nonstop Hunting is brought to you by Old Man Outdoors. Experience superior huntability.
You know, the first couple days I've had lots of activity, a couple real nice bucks, but John still had some more ground to show me.
And we drove across that dam and we're sitting right here.
Okay, I got you.
We're gonna go right up here.
Okay, I got you now. Walk on just down this tree line down.
Hey, we walk in where you want.
You know, after John took me out and showed me a couple new spots, there was one spot I really liked, had lots of sign, but for now we're going back to one of the original setups.
John showed you a new spot that you really liked, correct?
Yes.
And why did you not go hunt that spot?
I wanted to give this one other spot one more chance.
Well, maybe now, can you go hunt that new spot?
That's where we're heading. We're going to get sprayed down, got our scent blocker on. We're also going to put out our big boss buck decoy this evening. Got our rattling horns, we're ready.
This segment of Nonstop Hunting is brought to you by Limb Saver, products that work. This segment of Nonstop Hunting is brought to you by Fatal Attraction, real grain, real results.
We're hoping something will come out in this bean field. We can rattle or grunt, get their attention, come up here to this decoy. I wonder if he's looking for that doe that I saw.
That's a big body, dude. first Missouri hunt, first Missouri buck.
Well, I must say, you are on a roll, but I'm gonna warn you, I'm gonna claim my rights back to the Roe Ranch for next year.
Well, I got one thing to say about that. You're not going by yourself.
Thanks, John, for a great time and letting us own your place. Look forward to seeing you again next fall.
Nonstop Hunting is brought to you by Scent Blocker, close enough to kill. Mossy Oak, it's not a passion, it's an obsession. Old Man Outdoors, experience superior huntability. Limb Saver, products that work. Muzzy, bad to the bone. Fatal Attraction, real grain, real results. And CampbellCameras.com.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.